The new Range Rover is here. And there are a multitude of variants to choose from, with prices ranging from 2.38 crore to 4.17 crore. You will get 5-seater, 7-seater, SV and a first edition, which will be available only for a year. Available for a limited time, this first edition is priced higher and will have the rear entertainment screens as standard, privacy tinted rear glass and a few small other additions. This is a world of luxury in here, and I'm going to walk around and show you all around this car and tell you all about its details. But let's begin with the exterior, where they say less is more. This has been designed with that philosophy, and you can see it in the surfaces of this car. I mean, even up front, you can see that everything is really flush, matte, clean lines. All surfaces sort of seem to meld into one another. You have the brick-like design on the grille. The headlamps are digital and they have 1.2 million micro mirrors and 16 image projections to avoid oncoming glare. So, you know, there's a lot of technology as well that has been put into this car. Wheel sizes, when you come around to the side, you can opt for 22-inch or 23-inch wheels on these cars. Let's take a look at the side. I mean, look at that surfacing. It is just so clean. Of course, you have that typical rising line at the bottom, the sloping line of the roof, and the flat, straight line that runs across the hip line of this car or underneath the windows. All the surfaces, once again, very, very clean. The flush door handles that we've now got used to seeing in a lot of other cars, but they pop out, and they're the ones that Range Rover first started with their cars. Come to the rear, and once again, it's a very, very clean surface. Of course, you have the split tailgate, which I'm going to open up for you. And there's a lot that's going on in this tailgate. There's lots to describe, lots to tell you about. You have the option of now getting this event suite where, you know, you could get cushions, and that's also an option that's available. It's not on this car, but you can get cushions. So of course you can find yourself some really cool comfy seating over here if you're out, and there are even cup holders on the side should you decide to have a picnic in this car. So yeah, it's all about the outdoors, this car. It's all about enjoying your car in all kinds of conditions. The one thing I think that people would like to know is, does it have a spare tire? And I can show you that as well. Yep, it does have a full-size spare. And it does have an intelligent winch system, because it is a heavy tire, to sort of lift it out and get it out of the car. There's also lots of handy storage spaces. You can see there are so many little handles in here. I have to get used to opening them. But lots of handy storage spaces. So, you know, should you want to just keep some things neatly tucked away or tidy. So there's lots of very cool innovations going on even in this boot space. Now, if you come around this side, you'll see that I have control panel over here to access pretty much everything that I need to. I can flip and fold the front seats down from here. I can raise or lower the height of the car, the loading lip at the rear. I can do that as well. I can even adjust the parcel tray, move it forward, backwards. As you can see, do I need to switch on the car? No, there you go. So you can see the parcel tray fold out, or I can fold it back in again. So yeah, control panel for the boot, imagine that. Now there are control panels for all kinds of things. There's another really cool feature of this car I'm going to show you. Now, if you look at this surface from the outside, what you will see is that, and I'm going to lock and unlock this car so you can see that. Look at that. Looks like a clean surface. But when I unlock the car, pretty cool, these tail lights, aren't they? Well, they are hidden until they are lit, and that's what Land Rover likes to call them. cool touches on the outside of this car. Despite its clean surfaces, there's a lot going on there, and there's a lot going on inside because it's a world of luxury, and I'm getting in to show you. Oh, it's quite a climb into this. Not the most elegant of things to do in a dress, and despite this being at its lowest height, yes, you can have 3 different height levels in this car. You can lower it for loading access and getting into the car. There's a normal height and there's an off-road height as well, and there are 3 different ground clearances that you would get with that.
So the first level is access, which is 169 millimeters off the ground. Then there is standard at 219 millimeters, which is more than enough in itself, but for the adventurous types, there's a massive 295 millimeters of ground clearance.
But I mean, on the inside of this car, it is a world of luxury. Let me just show you to begin with. This actually could be tucked away. Everything's at the touch of a button over here. It's really comfortable, but if you notice and you look around the side, you'll see the door panels now are very much cleaner over here. Just the controls for the backrest. I'm gonna lean back because this is just too comfortable. And of course the seat base over here. And a few of the controls for the door lights as well. You have different kind of lighting over here. You have warm light to read in. You have brighter lights for your laptop. So loads of technology happening here. But this is really where it's at. The control panel. Here's the master control panel. Everything is really in this touchpad. Swipe to open it. Even the coffee cups is at the touch. Coffee cup holders is at the touch of a button. So nothing that you really have physical buttons to move. It's just everything is slides open at the touch of a button. The sun blinds as well for the panoramic sunroof. It's pretty interesting. I have a swipe toggle from here, and I can actually just close it to exactly the distance that I have toggled it to on this. So if I want to close the entire thing, I have to swipe it the whole way, but if I want it half, I can have it half. I can keep the thing open as well. So pretty interesting touch control, and it works really well. A host of functions over here. The seats. Of course, you have that chauffeur package of seats. You can heat the seats, massage, adjust. Let's get the seat recline. Oh, I need to do it for my seat. So I'm going to recline this. And that, of course, then sets the chauffeur package in motion. And, you know, as you can see, people much taller than me can fit in here because my feet are like mid-air. It's really comfortable. You can adjust the calf rest, set it, raise it, push it back, push it forward. And honestly, this is first class travel, isn't it? There's a host of other things in here like ambient lighting, the massage, like I said, function for my seat. There's active noise cancellation. So, you know, there's speakers in the headrests of the seat, and there's active noise cancellation, which ensures that I'm just traveling in this cocoon of silence.
There are 34 speakers and 1 subwoofer. Phew, that's a huge number, and those compared to a 1600 watt Meridian sound system. And when you open up the event suite or the chair on the boot, the sound is directed towards the rear.
Let's switch that one on for you. So that's the screens for you, and you know, of course, you have the HDMI ports that you can see, so you can connect your Fire Stick and of course watch any OTT platform. And of course, inside here, you do have the USB charging ports along with the HDMI connectors. There is also a set of, let me just close all of this for you and show you the other parts of this car. Things take a little bit of time. You know, there's a plug point for your laptop connector, the conventional plug point. You have USB ports underneath there as well. You have the climate control, which has the physical buttons, but of course you can also operate it from that tablet that I showed you in the armrest. So pretty much everything at the touch of your fingertips. Complete comfort and luxury. I mean, look at this. I am completely stretched out and there is room for more in this seat. In the front seat, wow, that bonnet line is high. So for someone my height, you'd probably have to raise this seat to its highest point. But yeah, once it's there, I've got great visibility and I'd be completely comfortable driving this car. Once again, on the inside, there is that less is more philosophy. You know, all the surfaces are completely clean. Everything has a very flat, matte kind of finish to it as well, which I really, really like. The tablet is now mounted in the center of the dash. The digital instrument cluster is very flat, very matte, but very easy to see, crisp, clear.
The infotainment and instrument panel have a novel floating look. It's a 13.1-inch infotainment screen with the trademark PIVI Pro tech. The 13.7-inch instrument cluster has new high-def graphics and intuitively reflects the layout of the home screen. You can also choose from a variety of options. The layout on the home screen itself is in a tile format, so it's really easy to access your favorite functions in one go. And now you also get Apple CarPlay.
There are some physical buttons, which is something that I like for the climate control, but you can also access them from this screen. This does also have the terrain response system, so when the button is depressed, it's in auto. And then of course, when you raise it, you have a host of functions over there. You have dynamic, eco, there's a comfort program, there's grass, gravel, snow, mud, ruts, sand, rock crawl, wading. And of course, there is now a new configurable system, so you can actually configure a setting that you want. Yeah, there's just tons of stuff to see in this car, tons of stuff to know. Hormuz has driven this car and that link is on your screen right now. So if you want to see the drive review, you can see that as well. But for now, what you need to know is that in India, you will get 3 sets of engine variants. You will get a 3-litre petrol, 3-litre diesel and a 4.4-litre petrol. Those are the options available, and of course you get a complete range of variants amongst these and a lot of configurations that you can choose from. This car has definitely redefined luxury in the SUV space.